What's up, guys? We're live. We have a pretty good card this Saturday. We got Robert Whittaker versus Calvin Gastelum. This fight was supposed to happen like a year ago. I actually had a bet on Calvin, and then it got scrapped. But this is a great card. Before we talk about this card, we'll have to talk about last card real quick. Yeah, man, good card. Good card betting wise for me. Good card predictions wise. It's a great card. Sucks about what happened to Blanchfield. I really think that she was going to go out there and get the dub. And she has really big dog odds, which shouldn't have happened. That should have been a pick'em fight. I'm really excited for her to make her debut at 125, and I think that she's going to go really far. So I'm really excited about her. Let's do a little recap real quick on the fights. I think predictions wise, I'm trying to remember. I think I only missed like three fights, but we'll do right now. So main event, Vittori versus Holland. Yeah, domination from Vittori. I mean, I had a huge bet on Vittori over Darren Till, so that sucks that that fight got scrapped. But yeah, Vittori just dominated Kevin Holland and proved that he's probably gonna be a. I mean, I don't know why it's a contender. Probably a threat to beat Izzy, man. To be honest, I know he lost the first fight, but look at the division right now. I think Vittori might be the best fighter in the division besides Izzy. I mean, I can't. Does Vittori beat Whittaker? I think so, man. So, and I definitely think he beats Costa. So, yeah, I think Izzy and Vittori are the best fighters in the division right now. Um, Go-main event, Allen versus Sodiq. I picked Allen. I didn't bet him. That one hurts because I picked a dog and he won. He clearly won the fight. He took the third round off, but I mean, man, dude, I'm pissed that I didn't bet him, but I picked him, so I'll take credit for that. Marquez versus Alvey. Also picked Marquez. What do you want to say, dude? Alvey just needs to retire. Next fight, the one that we got to talk about, Mackenzie Dern versus Nina Ansaroff. Yeah, dude. I mean, that one feels really good. I put 4 units on it. I had 2 units on it, but then I put more on her, and she went out there and dominated the fight. She got a first round finish. Um, there's levels to this, and I think that the red flag in this fight was, not only 5 months ago, Nina had a kid, but she's like 8 years older. Both those things played in the factor. I got the younger girl, the girl that wants it more. She's hungrier and has a huge advantage on the map, and that's exactly what she did. She took her down and got her out of there. So, yeah, I put 4 units at plus 115, I believe, to win 4.65 units. So that was a really big bet for me. And yeah, everyone that picked and bet Mackenzie Dern is definitely happy. So Ward Mackenzie Dern. Next fight, Daniel Rodriguez versus Perry. I mean, clear cut win for D Rod. I mean, yeah, I'm a 5-0 in the main card picks wise. So next one, Selecki versus Miller. Not much you want to say. Selecki got the job done. And then I also picked Holtz, I'm sorry, I picked Jamrock. So 7-0. Desi versus Bahamas. I picked, Bahamas and he got the loss. I can't believe when Desi won, to be honest. Shore versus Azar. I picked Shore. Saldana versus Griffin. I picked Saldana, but Griffin probably won. Young versus Knight. I picked Knight. Terrible pick. And then I picked Impa. So I only lost two. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, the DeCastro one. Yeah, I picked DeCastro. Yeah, man. I had a lot of I really thought that DeCastro was gonna be something after he got that job done in Contender Series against me. Because I thought he was gonna, his weight kicks were good, and then he beat Tafa. I had a lot of hype. I was hyped on this guy, man. And then he just quit fighting against Hardy. He looked so good in the first round and stopped. And I don't know. He's definitely gonna get cut or retire. I don't know what's up with him, man. He might have to diet for a year and maybe drop weight classes or something like that. But without further ado, let's talk about this card. I have 3 bets so far. Yeah. What's up, Rogue? Yeah, man, it's good night predictions, good night betting wise. Yeah, man, I hear Arkansas is saying some stuff that I don't come around that much anymore because I left the tournament and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with that. I'm just a really busy guy, and he knows it. I like Arkansas, I support him, but I don't agree with some of the stuff that he says. I have a life, dude. I can't come in every video that you do. But yeah, I'm so cool with you. I support you, but I don't want to hear stuff like that. I got to be there every time. No, I don't. I'm a busy dude. I've been really busy lately, man. So I cannot come in your channel and your videos every time you do it. So I do support the Mecca. I hope I'm in Mecca for it. But yeah, man, I can't come all the time anymore, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm working graves. So every time you go live, I'm working. So what do you want me to do? You want me to quit my job to go, tune in your videos? I don't think so, dude. So I am working on getting back to swings, and I definitely think that I'll be back really soon. So once that happens, then yeah, I'll be able to come around more. So, yeah, shout out to the Mecca, man. The 7 people left. Rogue is one of them, I believe. And yeah, man, I'm really excited this season to get the crown. All 7 of the guys left are really good. So I don't know who's going to win. But if I had to make my pick, I mean, it's close, dude. It really is because all 7 of the guys are really good. So what's up, 2 cents? If I had to make a pick, gun to the head, man, dude, I don't know. It's close, dude. Like I think all 7 of the guys could win. Really, man. I know there's some good guys got taken out last week. But yeah, man. If I had to pick who I think's gonna win, I think it's probably gonna be between Ramirez again, or maybe Rogue Strummer, or maybe like KCOH. So that's what I think. But yeah. So first fight of the night. So I have 3 bets so far, guys. So 3 bets. I'm only gonna have 3 bets. So 3 bets, all underdog bets. Sa, what up? 2 cents and be fair to him. Yeah, I agree, Rogue Strummer. Um, yeah, I mean that's how he is, man. I'm cool with Arkansas, I don't have a problem, but I mean he just needs to know that I can't come around all the times I'm busy, man. I'm not like ducking him or anything. I'm not like, like avoiding the streams. I like his content. I like the Mecca. I can't come around, man. And he knows that. He knows my life. I don't know why he gets mad that I don't come around. So, is what it is. But yeah, Mecca 4. I'll probably be on swings by then. So, yeah, I definitely hope that I'll be in there because I know I deserve a spot. Anyways, so first fight of the night, we got yeah, 3 dog bets. We'll talk about them later. So first fight of the night, we got Tony Gravely versus Anthony Birchak. Yeah, I don't see much people picking Birchak here. I mean, I don't really see like how you can pick him here. He's definitely not a good fighter. He's one of the worst fighters in the division. No ground game. His chin's not that good. He's decent striking, but I think he's a journeyman. I don't think he's good. Gravely's, definitely. I like Gravely. I think he's definitely a good fighter, but he definitely makes mistakes. Like he had a very close fight last fight, man, with Defeatus, and you shouldn't be fighting life and death with a guy like that going to a split. But his grappling is really good, and I definitely think he has a big advantage on the mat, and he has a good right hand. But he quits. I mean, we've seen him like sub like 4 or 5 times. He quit against Brett Johns, but then again, Brett Johns is levels above a guy like Burchak. So, yeah, I like Gravely here. I think he's going to get him down and get him out of there. But I mean, I wouldn't bet Gravely at the odds. I'll tell you that. So, but yeah, I got Gravely. Next fight, we got Zorar Farim versus Joey Zeno Nunes. So this is one that I'll be honest with you guys, I did not take. So I mean, it's like the only one I really didn't research. I just don't care about this fight. The low level fight, they're both bums. Yeah, man. I mean, I know that Zaraya, whatever. She's the dog, and she's fought in the UFC a couple times, but looked like fucking trash. She's the underdog, so I mean that's tempting for sure. But I mean, Nunes is a better record and stuff. Man, I have no idea who's gonna win this fight, dude. I mean, yeah, I should probably do the dog because it's a close fight and stuff like that. But something's telling me that Nunes might go out there and just win a clear cut win. But I'll go with the favorite. I'll go with Nunes. But yeah, I don't really know much about that fight. Austin Hubbard versus Dakota Bush. It's a good fight. Yeah, man. You know what's up with Hubbard? He has good striking. He's technical. He's a big dude for the division. He has great cardio. He trains the elevation fight team. Good chin. But his ground game obviously is how you beat him. Take down and stuff. So lucky fucking beat him like that. Ramos beat him like that. Bush is making this fight or taking this fight on short notice. He trains with Bryce Mitchell, so I definitely like the fact that he trains with a really good fighter. I mean, they both train with great fighters. It's kind of a close fight. I think they're both, striking is pretty close, grappling's close. I definitely think Bush is the better grappler. But yeah, taking this fight in short notice and stuff, it's definitely, a little red flag. But I mean, I think he's on the level that Austin Hubbard is. But I'll go with Hubbard with the job done, but I'm not confident. First fight of the night, or I'm sorry, first fight of the night, we got Gerald Mearshart GM3 versus Bartosz Fabinski. And this is my first play of the night, guys. I like GM3 here, man, a lot. And it's kind of crazy because, his last 2 fights, he basically died. And just the thing is, a lot of people don't realize in this matchup that, he does not have to worry about the striking at all. I've seen people out there like, how are you trusting his chin? Do you guys really think that Fabinski's going to hurt him? I would be really surprised, guys, if Fabinski hurt him or rocked him or anything, because the guy has no striking. We know what he's going to do. He's going to try to hump him for 15 minutes. And the funny thing is, I think GM3 has a lot of advantages in this fight. I think the only way that Bartos can win is if he doesn't gas out and he takes him down and keeps him down 15 minutes. But if you watch Bartos's fights, he gasses out every fight, dude. His cardio is not good. He's like what 1-on-1 moving up to 185. I mean, he's just definitely like a big dude, but I think GM3 is obviously the bigger dude. For advantages, GM3 100% has a better cardio. I mean, that's how GM3 wins this fight. He comes back and he drowns you. So I got the guy who has the better cardio. I definitely got the guy that has the better striking. I got the guy that has the better jiu-jitsu. So I think the only thing Bartos has in this fight is the wrestling. So if he can go up there and smother him, do not see him tapping GM3 out. I do not see him um, doing a TKO. I mean, the guy has good control on the mat, but there's no way he's going to finish this fight. Bartos has no finishes in the UFC. He's been subbed 3 times. So, I mean, dude, I mean, you can sub against Munoz. Munoz is a great grappler, okay? You got sub against Caceres, great grappler. But, I mean, the guy's that's a weakness, man. He's been subbed 3 times. And seeing that a guy that, has been subbed 3 times against a GM3 dude who's fucking one of the best, dude, his ground game is so fucking good, bro. Legit black belt. I mean, I just don't know I don't know how you can't pick GM3 here. I think this is a really good spot for him, and I'm really confident in him, dude. I mean, GM3 striking's improved so much. I mean, striking's good. He hurt Darren Braun winning the fight. He hurt Anders. I mean, that was a robbery too, man. So he's 6-6 in UFC. He should be 7-5. And he's had a lot of close fights. I think he's the underdog because the last 2 fights, people were like, oh, okay, he got smoked his last 2 fights against Chimaev and Ian Heinisch, who, are good strikers. I mean, Fabinski's not a striker. He's a grappler who, just likes to lay on you and stuff. He doesn't look for the finish. His cardio sucks. Dude, Bartos' cardio is not good at all. We watched that fight with Stewart. I mean, Stewart just doesn't have anything to offer on the mat like GM3 does. Dude. He really doesn't. He's a fish out of water, man. GM3 is, a legit black belt, dude. And I think, like I mentioned, he has the cardio, he has the jiu-jitsu. I think he could sweep Bartos. I think he could even, have some trouble on the feet with Bartos. I mean, this is a clear-cut fight, in my opinion, for GM3. I'm really confident in him here. I think that he's going to go out there and he will get taken down for sure. I definitely think that he could, either tap out Bartos or, like early or just weather the storm and, finish him, man. So, I got GM3, man. I think that GM3 is either going to sub him or actually, I don't think he'll knock out Bartos. If Bartos does have a good chin, I'll give him that. But I think GM3 is going to hurt him, man, and he's going to get him out of there and hand Bartos' 4th submission loss. I'm telling you guys, Bartos belongs at 170. And who is really Bartos even beat, dude? He beat Emil Meek. Man, Emil Meek might be the worst dude at 170 right now. He beat Stewart in that weird fight outside the UFC at 185. And then, he lost to Munoz pretty early. He lost Caceres pretty early. So, I mean, he's only had 2 fights at 185. I don't think people realize that GM3 is a pretty big dude. I do think GM3 is on the decline, all this stuff, but I mean, there's just so many advantages to him in this fight, dude. So I got to go with GM3. So I got Gerald Meerschaert, and I'll go the submission. And I got 3 units on him at, I think, plus 110, I believe. Let me check real quick. Yeah. What are his odds right now? Is he still underdog? Yeah, so I got multiple buddies too that they don't really watch UFC, but they're gonna be tailing me on these fights. So, yeah, hopefully all my bets cash, man, because I have a lot of friends tailing me. So yeah, War GM3. I think it's a really good spot for him, honestly, man. I'm telling you guys right now. So next fight we got Jessica Penne versus the newcomer Lupita Godinez. Yeah, I got the newcomer here. I mean, I would never pick Penne, man. Really, I mean, I would pick Goldie against her, to be honest. I mean, Penny's has a fought in 4 years. She's a hot mom for sure. I mean, is she a mom? I don't even know, but I mean, she's attractive, but she's not a good fighter anymore. She's washed. Her chin's not good. I mean, she's a grappler, but I mean, Lupita is gonna destroy her on the feet, bro. So, yeah, I got the newcomer. Pretty much dominant her. So I got Lupita. Next fight, my second bet of the night, and this is another fight, man, where I'm really confident in this pick, man. I'm confident in all 3 of my bets, obviously, but dude, this is another one that I just don't understand why he's a dog. I got Juan Espino versus Alexander Romanov. I got Juan Espino, man. I don't get it. I see a lot of people, man, like paying the juice and picking Romanov, and damn, man, this is another spot that I'm like really confident in, man. I mean, yeah, 3 units confident, dude. This is a good spot. Hold on real quick. So Kelton just texted me right now, literally like right now, because I'm looking at my phone and said he wants to hop on. So real quick, let me put him in here. Let me see real quick. Then we can both talk about the fight. Yeah. So okay. Let me send him the link real quick, guys. So okay, but yeah, so Alexander Romanov versus Juan Espino. I think it's a great fight. I just don't get the love. What do you say? Yes, it's on Twitter. So if anyone has any comments and stuff, just ask them, and then I'll ask you guys away. But I definitely think it's a great spot, dude, for Juan Espino, dude. Okay, hold on. I'm the one that told Kellen about Juan Espino too, and then he jumped. He probably tailed me. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude. Like I gotta go with you because you're talking about Espino, dude." So, but I'm telling you guys, I think it's a really good spot for Juan Espino, man, and we'll dive into it very shortly. All right, Jobber. I just sent you the link. We'll do a little brief analysis of it, but yeah. So I definitely think that Espino, like, I don't get what people are saying, but he's 100% the better striker. Like 100%, he's a better striker. Okay, Kellen's here, so I guess we'll put him in real quick. There he is. We got the Jobber in here. What up, Kelvin?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you? You came right in time. I was right about to break down Juan Espino versus Romanov, and then I saw my phone light up, and I saw you you texted me. So I'm like, you know what? I'll put this fucking guy in here.
Hey, yeah, bro. I just finished up with my podcast. I saw you were live. I clicked and I'm like, hey, he's talking about Espino. Let me jump in.
Yeah, man. So tell the viewers and shit, tell everyone out there why you think Juan Espino is going to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, I think the wrong guy's favored. I think Juan Espino is going to win this fight. I see him being more technical just about everywhere, including the wrestling. Now, Romanov is super explosive. He's super strong. So would it surprise me if he took down Espino? No, I don't think it would. But guys, everyone's talking about the wrestling in this matchup. What about the fucking jujitsu? Like, I don't know if you know, but I don't know if you know what BJJ rank Romanov is, but I can tell you right now, Juan Espino has been a black belt for almost a decade at this point. Has competed in some real high caliber jujitsu championships. Like, even if Romanov gets a takedown here, I think it's going to be trouble for him. Like, I've seen jobbers get up from bottom of Romanov. I've seen him reversed. I've seen Romanov get taken down by small heavyweights. So it's like, man, I see Espino pretty much reversing any kind of MC has. And then when it comes to the striking, like Romanov doesn't have much of hands at all. He kind of just spams body kicks. Juan Espino's got some underrated boxing, man. Like his boxing's not bad at all. And I kind of like him wherever this fight goes, man. I don't know if you got the exact same breakdown or anything else you want to add.
Yeah, just ask Croquet Boss how his striking is. I mean, dude, Espino went out there and fucking like lit him up on the feet before he, got him down.
Yeah, even
Um,
Frazier too.
Yeah, I do. I don't get it. I don't get the love. Like, I get it. Romanov is a great grappler. He's undefeated for a reason. But if you watch his fights, another thing too you didn't mention, so we got the guy that has a better cardio, bro. This dude's never even been to a decision, bro. I mean, Espino's cardio is really good, and Romanov gasses in a lot of his fights. Like you said, he's been taken down against jobbers. I mean, I get it. They're both great grapplers, but when stuff happens like that, he's going to contest on feet. And I think Espino's a lot better on the feet. He's more technical. I like it. He has better movement. He's faster. I mean, they're both in good shape. I'm not gonna discredit Romanov's belly and stuff like that because he is a great grappler. But I mean, dude, he's doing it against bums, and I get it. Espino's beating bums too. They both beating bums. But I've heard people all week say, "Well, Espino didn't even look good against Jeff Hughes." What are you talking about? That was a dude. He dominated him like he's supposed to. I don't get it. Like, what was he supposed to do against Hughes? Knock him out the first punch he threw? Like, he's a grappler, but he has good striking. He trains at ATT. I mean, I love this. I love this spot for Espino. Just like I was saying, my spot for GM3. I mean, it's another spot that I don't get how this guy. Both these guys, GM3 and Espino, should be favored in my opinion. So, I'm really confident in this play. I have like 3 or 4 friends that don't watch UFC at all that are listening to me and they're tailing me on this. They're legit. Don't watch UFC. They're jobbers when it comes to UFC, but they're like, oh, we saw that you're so confident in this play, so I'm gonna put money on it. So I got a lot fucking riding on me right now. I got Espino on the line, and I got GM3, and I got another bet coming up that we also have money on. I don't know if it's the next fight. If it is, we can talk about it. Let me check. How long do you want to stay on here? It's up to you.
It's up to you, bro. I'm down to stick around till the end.
Stick around because it's actually in 2 fights. So yeah, so we both got Juan Espino to get the job done. The only red flag is that he's 10 years older and stuff. And I know I was talking about that last week when I bet Mackenzie Dern that she was 8 years younger and all that stuff. But first off, Espino's not didn't have a kid 5 months ago. Okay, that was one of the main reasons why I bet Mackenzie Dern. Second of all, this heavyweight. I mean, Espino looks younger than Romanov, anyways. I mean, Espino's like doesn't even look like his age at all, dude. So, I'm just telling you guys, like one of the main reasons why I'm on Espino here is because his cardio is just so much better. Like Romanov's cardio is not good at all, and the guy's never been to a decision. So like I don't know, how does he beat Espino? I think he would have to go out there and out grapple him. And I just don't know if he can do that, dude. I mean, Espino's a great grappler. I actually think he might have the better grappling than Romanov. And we got the guy that has the better cardio, better striking. But we can't take anything away. He's an undefeated dude. He has, he's been, finishing most of his opponents. But I mean, let's be honest, Espino would have fucking dusted Dalim as well. And he would have beat that fucking fat Japanese dude. What's his name? Fucking what's that dude? Roki. I call him fucking like Crunchyroll because he's fucking fat. But yeah, dude, I got Espino here all day. So Roki the Crunchyroll. So next fight we got my girl Tracy Cortez versus Justine Kish. Yeah, man, this is a clear cut fight for me. I was doing some tape on this, and I thought maybe the line was a little off and stuff, but then I looked into it. Kish is declining, but like if you look at her record and stuff, like she should have beat Kim. I don't know how she lost that fight. I mean, it was a split, but I definitely thought she won the fight. I do like Cortez. I like that they're building her up. Like they're definitely doing the right path with her. I do think that she has a lot of potential. One thing about Cortez, I gotta say right off the bat, she's tough as fuck, dude. Like her fucking cardio or gassing, her chin is really good. I mean, she fights for all the reasons, her striking's improved for sure, but she's a grappler. I mean, that's what she's really good at. And I think that her right hand's is pretty good too. I think that she should win this fight. But then again, I mean, she's a lot bigger than Kish too. Let's be honest. And she's a former bantamweight. Kish is a former strawweight. So, Kish is 1-3 in her last 4. She's 3-3 in the UFC. She's declining for sure, but she was beating Mazzo 2-0. But then again, we know we like Mazzo personally, but she's so green, dude. Like Cortez would dominate Mazzo. Let's be honest. So, yeah, I like Cortez here. I think that she has the grappling. I think that we've seen Kish get taken down against Felice Herrig. Even Nina Antrov took her down once. Who else took her down? Some Yoder took her down. Yeah, man, I gotta go with fucking Tracy Cortez. I think she gets a pretty dominant win. Who do you like?
Yeah, man, I just called Tracy Cortez the most confident pick on the card for me. I totally agree with the -300 line. It could probably even be -400. I think people forgot about Kish's ground game. Like we had that fight against Felice Herrig where I mean, she was kind of helpless there. Like that was scary domination for Felice Herrig. Like when have we ever seen Felice Herrig just fucking destroy somebody like that? And then you look at her next 3 fights: Ji-yeon Kim, basically just a striker; Lucy Pudilova, basically just a striker; Sabina Mazo, basically just a kickboxer. So now we're finally getting back to Kish fighting a grappler, and not only that, she's fighting a good one in Tracy Cortez, man. Like people can talk all the shit they want in Cortez's last opponent, Stephanie Egger, but Stephanie Egger actually has like a legit grappling background, and Cortez handled her to a point, like up a weight class too. So I think Tracy Cortez is the goods when it comes to the grappling. I think her striking could use some work, but it's not like she's going to be forced to strike here. Those takedowns will come against Justine Kish. So I got her to dominate.
Yeah, so next fight, I got to go off on someone real quick. So I'm going off on a fighter, actually, who are both fading. So Luis Pena just put out that he says that we're at the point where, we're going to see a new Luis Pena. I'm about to make a run. He says this every fight. I don't know if you know this, Kelton, but every fight, he says we're going to see a new Bob Ross. I'm telling you guys right now, this guy's not UFC material. He really is. I really thought he was going to be something after Ultimate Fighter. I thought this guy was legit. And then you watch his fights, he's just, dude, what the fuck, man? He's 3-3 in his last 6. He's 3-3 in the UFC. He's been taken down against everybody. Like I thought, like I was so convinced the striking was so good, but then when you watch it, it's just so low volume, dude. Like, I mean, like okay, let's talk about the matchup. So we got Luis Pena versus Alex Munoz. I'll let you go first. Who do you got?
I got the underdog, Alex Munoz, and I got 3 units on him at plus 125. I agree with what you said, bro. Luis Pena has been nothing short of a disappointment in his UFC career, and I thought we would have seen improvements by now. I guess we have a little bit, but like nothing crazy. But like you said, Richie Smolin took him down twice. Trezano took him down. Steven Peterson, took him down 4 times. The ghost of Matt Wyman took him down once. Matt Frivola took him down 4 times. Steve Garcia took him down once. Only guy that didn't take him down was Kamaworthy, and Kamaworthy still fucking subbed him. So it's like Luis Pena doesn't really have a ground game, and everyone that's trying to make it out like he has some great bottom game, it's like, yeah, he's got long limbs, but like, and he's good. Yeah, he's got a good body triangle. Like if Luis Pena takes someone's back, he's gonna control them. Like he can do that. He's huge for the division, but it's like,
He's not taking Munoz's back. What the fuck?
right, like Munoz is a real strong, solid wrestler. He's gonna take this guy down. Percent takedowns. There's no sign of improvement. It's like he's got to reverse Munoz onto his back. Even on the feet, like you mentioned it, bro. Like his striking isn't all that. And not only that, like people are making out like he's got some big advantage. Like I know he's 6'3", but he only has a 75-inch reach, which is actually kind of short for a 6'3" guy. Munoz has a 72-inch reach, so it's like Pena only has a 3-inch reach advantage. You know, Juan Espino has a bigger reach advantage in his fight than Luis Pena does. Juan Espino has a 5-inch reach advantage against Romanov. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that, but anyway, yeah, it's like maybe Pena has more tools in the feet, but Munoz is going to be pressuring him. Pena is going to be worried about the takedown, so that's going to allow Munoz to open up his boxing a little more. Not only that, like people are so low on him because of the Nazareth fight, but like, guys, fucking Nazareth's a top 25 guy and has improved his takedown defense. He looked great there. It's like a 6-0 guy making their debut against the top 25 guy in Nazareth. I mean, holy shit! That's the hardest ask you can give somebody, and he still took Nazareth down once. He still fought hard for 15 minutes. You know what Nazareth would do to fucking Luis Pena? He would knock that kid's head into the fifth row. I got Alex Munoz to ragdoll Luis Pena here for 3 rounds.
Let me look up Troy Lamson's record real quick. I just want to see some. Okay, so Troy Lamson's 13-4. I mean, dude, look at all that experience right there. And the funny thing is, Munoz went out there and beat him on the feet. He didn't even take him down once because they're both great grapplers, and I thought he won every round. Yeah, I don't get it. Everyone's down on him because of the Nazareth fight, dude. Nazareth's a top 25, dude. I mean, his striking's really good. He even got taken down immediately. But I mean, Munoz showed that he has a good cardio, he has a good chin. I mean, you guys think that Pena's on the same level as Nazareth? And one more thing, too, that I'm going to say right now, which is bothering me because a lot of people are saying it. How the fuck do you guys score that Pena fight against Favola? Favola clearly won that fight. I don't care what anyone says. That was a clear 20-28. Favola won. I don't get it. People were saying like Pena walked off and was like fucking pissed. I mean, I cashed on that fight, so obviously I'm a little biased, but he won that fight 100%, bro. But yeah, like you said, everyone's taking this guy down. Trizano's a striker, and Trizano's taking him down. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's how Trizano won that fight. I mean, Trizano outstruck him on the feet, but I mean, a 45-pounder, Steve Garcia. Didn't Garcia fight at bantamweight one time or something like that? He took him down. I mean, come on, guys. The guy gets taken down every fight. He's just not. I mean, yeah, I think he's been at ATT a couple fights, but still, man, it's the same thing with him, dude. Like, or no, he's 1-2 since going to ATT. So he lost to Rapola. He beat a bantamweight, Steve Garcia, who Munoz would destroy, and then he also, lost to Worthy in a fight. It was 1-1. He took Worthy's back. He couldn't even knock out Worthy, who has no chin, and Worthy tapped him out. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, Munoz, one thing about him I gotta say too, this kid would never fight at 45. I mean, we've seen Pena fight at 45. Munoz is so big. He's one of the biggest lightweights on the roster. He's jacked, bro, and he's a former D1 college wrestler. I don't get it. I definitely think it's a great matchup for him, but on the feet is where, I was a little hesitant. I think it's close. I do think that he has a good right hand, a good pressure. I think he has to get inside. He can't let Pena use his range. But yeah, I do think that Pena is a little better on the feet. He's more technical. He has a good jab, but he's so low volume, bro. Like, he just isn't throw. And yeah, he has good jiu-jitsu, but you guys really think he's gonna go out there and tap out Munoz? Like, I don't think so, bro. So I got the guy who's the better wrestler. I think one thing too that we both haven't mentioned. Pena's cardio is not that good either, man. I've seen him slow down before, dude. So I think the pace that Munoz is going to bring, dude, we know that Munoz is not going to back up and just keep his on the feet. He's going to pressure him and get him, grab him against the fence, take him down, use that D1 college wrestling. He trains a team alpha male. We know what those guys are all about. So I got Munoz here as well, man. I also got 3 units at plus 125. And I don't think I talked about the Espino bet, but I put 3 units on at plus 111. I kind of fucked up, but whatever. So, yeah, so we have 4 fights left. And honestly, a couple of these are going to steam by pretty quick. We got Razak Al-Hassan versus Jacob Malkoun. I mean, I'm going to be short and sweet. I will be shocked if Razak loses this fight, but the more I think about it, I mean, dude, look, he's a first-round finish or bust. If he doesn't get a first-round finish, he's definitely a good gas. But then again, Nah, this is a setup fight for him. Malkoun does not deserve to be in UFC. I think Razak does. I really do. I know he's on a 2-fight losing streak. He probably should be at 185. He probably should have been at 185 a long time ago. So this is probably the best move for him. Can he win fights at 185? Yeah, he could. I wouldn't say he's a jobber. Like he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Okay, yes, and bad losses for sure, but he's still one of the scariest dudes. Malkoun just does not look like a UFC fighter at all. So I got Razak, probably the best play on DraftKings in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if the cardio is going to be an issue anymore if he's not cutting that extra 15 pounds. Like, it could be totally better at 185. And not only that, I mean, Munier and Chaos Williams aren't some complete slouches. Like, Jacob Malkoun is a complete slouch. He's literally in the UFC because he's Robert Whittaker's friend. Well, he's actually Robert Whittaker's BJJ coach, which is kind of hilarious. He's not even a black belt either, by the way. He's just a brown belt. Not only that, he doesn't have a fucking submission on his record. He's got 2 knockouts, 2 decisions. So like, I wouldn't even look into the ground game. This guy, he's a striker. Let's make no mistake about it. I don't know how the fuck he's Whittaker's BJJ coach. That kind of makes me scared for Whittaker, if anything. Yeah, no, Razak, if he's even 50% of the guy he once was, he should beat this dude with 5 pro fights.
Next fight, we got Andre Arlovski versus Chase Sherman. Man, who you got in this one?
Man, I was super confident in Arlovski earlier in the week, but like the more I looked into it, it's like it's getting worse and worse. Even though he's won a couple fights, like yeah, I beat Tanner Boser. He landed fucking 34 significant strikes. Yeah, I beat Felipe Lins. He landed like fucking 50 significant strikes. He's barely winning these fights that he is winning. So, do I want to pay juice on Arlovski? Fuck no. He is probably better than Sherman here. Like he's the better wrestler. He's probably the better boxer, longtime legend. He's got all the experience. This is like his weakest opponent since all the way back to like Stefan Struve and Junior Albini. But it's I can't bet him. Chase Sherman's probably gonna have the volume on him. I think Andre. It's like how motivated is Andre Arlovski going to be for Chase Sherman? Where on the flip side, Chase Sherman's probably going to be very fucking motivated for Andre Arlovski. Like he grew up watching this guy, so. And not only that, like if anybody lands their best punch on any given night, they can knock out Andre Arlovski. So at Pick'em, I'll go with Arlovski, I guess, just because he's the better fighter. He's a legend, all that. If it was still minus 170 Arlovski like it was earlier in the week, I'd probably fucking pick Chase Sherman at plus 150. But I think the money that's come in is it's probably correct. But I'll go with Arlovski to fucking weasel another one. Who do you got?
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I'll admit, okay, we know he fought a bum last fight, but I mean, he's won what 1, 2, 3, 4 out of his last fights. He won. Okay, so he's on a good run, but I mean, he looked really good against Ike. I thought he looked really good against a bum. Ike has a fight. I don't know who he's fighting, but I heard he got a fight. Real quick, I got to go off topic. I saw that Tom Breeze is fighting Antonio Arroyo. Wow, that's a banger. But like, I'm thinking about it right now. Arroyo looks so bad last fight, but he doesn't really have to worry about the grappling here. I actually think Arroyo could win that because I mean, let's be honest, dude. Tom Breeze is the fade against anyone. I love fading him, dude. He's not a fighter. He's not. So pre-tape, I got Arroyo. I really do. I think Arroyo would fucking kill him. So give me dog money on that, which we're probably gonna get. Anyways, back in the fight. Yeah, it's tough because the Vanilla Gorilla definitely has the volume, and we know he has good striking and stuff like that, but. Man, dude, it's like Arlovski's always in the close fights, besides when he gets smoked. But yeah, man, I think Arlovski's actually been looking decent, dude. He really has. It's like hard picking against him nowadays, unless if he's fighting Nagano or Rosenstruck. But yeah, I actually think that Arlovski might have the better boxing. I think that he knows how to win fights. He probably has the better grappling. So yeah, I'll go with Arlovski here with the decision. I think he wins 29-28. Next fight, we got the co-main event. We got Jukar Klose versus Jeremy Stevens. So this is one I've had a tough time with. I'm picking Klose personally, but yeah, I mean, I just can't bet it just because. First off, Stevens is definitely saying the right stuff in his interviews. Like I'm pulling, I'm pulling for him. Like he's saying a lot of stuff, and I'm like excited to kind of see him back at 155. We haven't seen him at 55 in a while. Let's be honest, he's lost a lot of fights recently. He's on a bad run. He's lost 4 fights, but. Yeah, man. He won a fight against, won a round against Cater. He won a round against Rodriguez. I mean, he's in these fights. So he still has a good chin too. Like he's a brawler. He has good cardio. He has a good right hand. I just think that Klose, like Jakar, man, like when you look into it, he should take Jeremy down. He has the better grappling, I think. I definitely think that. I mean, he's a junior college wrestler, man. I mean, he has the better grappling. We know the cardio with him is fucking really good. He looked really good against Benil. Like, that was probably the best Jakar we saw, honestly, man. He hurt him on the feet. He looked great. Then he got smoked, and that's the thing. He got knocked out last fight. Jeremy Stevens has a great right hand. He's tough. So, and Jakar's saying he wants to go to 45. I don't like that. What the fuck? You're already big 55er. Why would you want to go to 45? Um, from a stylistic matchup, like I think the Jakar has a lot of volume. I think the Stevens, is probably definitely hits harder. He has more power, obviously. They both have good cardio. I definitely think Jakar has a better cardio. I think Jakar has a better wrestling. But I think Jeremy's probably the better striker overall. So I'll have to go. It's tough, man. I gotta go Jakar. I gotta go with the guy that's, um, I think Jeremy's still washed up. I think he's on the decline and stuff, and he's taking a lot of damage too. I like Jakar. I think Jakar should win this fight. He's a winner for a reason. Let's be honest, man. Jakar's like what 6-2 in the UFC. He knows how to win fights, dude. So I got Jakar close.
This is a really tough one to pick, but I'll go with Jeremy Stevens. He's taken a pretty damn big step down in competition here. Like you said, he even in losses took a round off Cater that first round, took the third round off Yair, took a round off Zabit as well. So I mean, he's still winning rounds against top tier fighters. I mean, you go back to before that when they were giving him step downs in competition. Like, what happened when they gave him Duho Choi? He fucking smoked him. Even Josh Emmett, who's like a top 15 guy, he knocked out Josh Emmett. I was there. It was vicious. Like Jeremy Stevens is I mean, he's been in the UFC for as long as he has for a reason. He's very good, powerful boxer. Klose does have an advantage here, and you said it. That's the wrestling. And Jeremy moving up here to a weight class he hasn't fought in a while. Is it career desperation? I don't know. Maybe the 10 pounds not cutting that will help him. I don't know, man. It's just a really tough fight to call, but I agree with Jeremy being slightly lined the favorite, but I wouldn't touch it. I'm just going to enjoy this one.
Next fight, man. We got Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum. Who do you got?
Yeah, I got Whittaker, but I don't think it's a lock by any means. I was just talking about on my podcast, like Kelvin's known for having one of the best chins like in the division's history, like especially a guy like moving up from a lower weight class fighting these giants at 185. Hasn't been knocked out. He kind of came close against Izzy Adesanya, but like that's fucking Izzy Adesanya, and he still survived. So I feel like if Whittaker wins, it's probably going to be a decision. So that gives Kelvin 25 minutes to find that perfect punch. And that's really how he's made his career is with that one big perfect punch. That being said, look at who he's landing these punches against. Like his knockout wins are Tim Kennedy, Michael Bisping. By the way, that was like 3 weeks after Michael Bisping got finished against George St. Pierre. He took a short notice fight. Terrible decision. Tim Kennedy. So like Tim Kennedy, Vitor, Michael Bisping, like all these really old guys. Yeah, I mean, if there is a weakness in Whittaker's game right now, it's the durability. Like you look at all those War Romero, you look at the Izzy fight, even the Till fight, he got hurt in round one, even got hurt against Cannonier. So yeah, that's Whittaker's weakness, and that's honestly Kelvin's strength. So stylistically, it's really interesting, but I don't know, man. Kelvin's another guy though. He's taken a lot of damage too, and like we've seen it more in his performances. Like whereas, okay, so Kelvin and Whittaker have both taken a lot of damage lately. We can agree on that, but we see it taking a toll more on Whittaker with his durability, whereas I feel like we're seeing it take more of a toll on Kelvin's performances. Like against Till, the volume wasn't there, looked bad. Against Jack Hermanson, he kind of engaged a little bit more in the grappling than he should have. Got submitted in a minute. Ian Heinisch, yeah, he beat Ian Heinisch, but damn, that's a really big step down, Ian Heinisch. He's like a 13 through 15. And then we got this one. He's back to the top 5 in Whittaker. And say what you want about Whittaker getting hurt against Cannonier until still fucking came through, still won those fights, still proved he's an elite guy. I think Whittaker wins this. I could comfortably say 7 out of 10 times, so the line's about right. I'll go with Whittaker, unanimous decision.
It's a close fight. It really is. I think the value's on Kelvin, but what changed my mind, I wanted to pick Kelvin here really bad, and I thought I was going to, but what changed my mind is when you watch the Heinisch fight. So I bet on Kelvin there. Dude, Heinisch was having a lot of success on the feet, dude. And if a guy like that is having success on the feet against Kelvin, What do you think fucking Whitaker's gonna do, man? I feel like Kelvin has to, well, not has to, but should probably wrestle here. He probably has the better wrestling. I mean, that's how he beat Heinrich with the wrestling. He beat him with the wrestling. He didn't beat him with the striking. He beat him with the wrestling. Um, both these guys are, two of the best dudes in the division. They both have great cardio. They both have taken a lot of damage. I thought, definitely Whittaker was going to be, on the decline after those two wars with Yoel, and then he got knocked out against Izzy, but he keeps on proving me wrong. I've always been a fan of him. I bet Till versus him, and I thought that it was a very close fight. I mean, a lot of people scored it for Till. When I rewatched it recently, I thought Whittaker won, but I mean, yeah, man, just the thing with Whittaker, man, his cardio, he's huge. His fucking right hand, like he has so many more weapons than Kelvin. I feel like Kelvin has a straight left and good wrestling. Whittaker has a straight right, a jab. He has kicks. I mean, I definitely think that Whittaker's a little more well-rounded. I think if Kelvin takes him down, he'll be able to get back up. I mean, I'm not convinced that Kelvin could out-grapple him and on the mat. I mean, Whittaker's not going to take down Kelvin either, but there's no way. Are you convinced if Kelvin can go out there and win based off of grappling? No, it's not going to happen. So they're going to strike. And I think that Whittaker is a little more volume than Kelvin, but Kelvin does have that really good straight left, which is power. But Whittaker hits hard too. Would it surprise you guys if Whittaker knocked out Kelvin? No, it wouldn't at all. I mean, Kelvin's taking a lot of damage. That first KO loss could happen, but his chin's really good. But Whittaker's chin's really good too. And I like how he ate that shot against Till and then just fucking, looked really good after that. So, yeah, I'll go with Whittaker here. Very close fight, but I'm pulling for Kelvin because I like Kelvin a lot, and I definitely think that he could win this fight. But he's on the decline, man. I mean, he's what, 3 he's 1-3 in his last 4 fights. I mean, the Till fight was embarrassing. I don't even know what happened. He didn't even want to fight, and then he got knocked out, or he lost to Izzy. Wait, was it Izzy, Till, and then Hermanson, correct? And then he beat Heinrich. So yeah, 1-3. And then Whittaker's been looking really good, dude. Can Whittaker beat Izzy? No. I mean, I even said it when I was breaking down the last card. Vettori would beat Whittaker. And I would put, yeah, he would. I really think Vettori would beat Whittaker, man. I wonder what the line would be on that fight. I think we would get dog money on Vettori, but yeah. Anyways, I'll go with Whittaker with the job done. So let's just do a recap on our bets because I don't think the viewers don't know what your bets are besides Espino. So tell us what your bets are.
I only have bet 3 units on Espino plus 120 and 3 units on Munoz plus 125. I had a bet 3 units on Bill Algeo minus 110, but Hamos had to pull out via COVID, so I just got those 2 dogs for now. I know you are on both of those as well.
Yeah, I have Espino, I have GM3, and I have Munoz. I do think Aljo is going to win. It's funny, bro. I was not impressed with Aljo when he lost to Laughlin and whatever, but damn, man, he looked really good against Homos, and he looked great against Spike. Like, whoa, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe Spike's not a UFC dude. Like, I mean, he's not. Is Spike UFC material? I mean, yeah, he probably is it. But I mean, Aljo looked good though against Spike, bro. So, yeah, and Hamos has definitely been a letdown. So, all right, guys, when you get out here, thanks again, man, for coming on. We'll have to do a planned one. So, like, you can do the whole fucking breakdown because I was expecting to go by myself, and then I got a text from you. I'm like, yeah, I'll put him on here. He's a fucking jobber or whatever. Anything you want to say, man, to the fans real quick?
Yeah, appreciate Justin's viewers. This was kind of a surprise to me as well, but shit happens. Always happy to talk to Justin though. So it's like anytime I have the time, I'm down.
Yeah, people act like we broke up. They're like, damn, you guys broke up. You guys hate each other. I'm like, we don't hate each other at all. We're still friends, dude. It's just we both, want to go on our own. It's better for our fucking schedules. But I mean, yeah, dude.
Real quick though, the NFL draft is exactly 2 weeks from today. You got any hot takes?
I mean, Justin Fields should go to the Niners if they're smart. I mean, I really think they're going to get him. I definitely think he's the best quarterback in the draft. And I mean, if you know me, I love football and stuff. And I think Lawrence is good. I'm not saying he's not. He's going to have a good career. But I'm telling you guys right now, Fields is the best quarterback in the draft. Doesn't even come close. I think Lance is really good too. I like Lance a lot. I think Lance, Fields, and Lawrence are the real deal. I think Mac Jones, like, I don't know. And Wilson, I'm not high on those guys. I think they're going to be good, but not even close to those 3.
The thing with Mac Jones, like, I think he's, like, startable right away. Like, he's solid. He's accurate. He's got an arm, but, like, the ceiling's not high. So it's like, is he worth a top 10 pick? I don't know. I'm hearing the Patriots are going to draft him, which that's not a bad fit, I guess. But I think the Falcons absolutely need to take Kyle Pitts at 4. I think that guy is arguably the most special player in the draft. I don't think I've ever been this excited about a tight end before. I think this guy can really like be up there with Kittle and Kelsey. Like he's that good, and I think they can get a couple more years out of Matt Ryan. So it's like build the team up and then draft a quarterback next year or in 2 years. So I think they need to draft Kyle Pitts. That's a guy who, I mean, he's going to explode.
I want to see Pitts on Cincinnati, but yeah, I do think that Pitts would be a good fit for the Falcons. But I mean, you do put him on Cincinnati. Oh my god, dude, he's gonna get all the targets, dude. I mean, they don't AJ Green left, like, dude, he
Yeah,
should go to Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd and T Higgins, bro. They
Yeah,
need
but
they need
still,
Sewell.
though,
They need Sewell.
that'll be a good fit too. But yeah, I can't wait for the draft. 2 weeks, man. I love football. Yeah, thanks again, guys, for coming on. And I'm sure me and Kelvin will do another stream really soon. There's some good cards coming up. I haven't taped the card yet, but just looking at a lot of the fights, seems like a tough card, dude, from a betting perspective.
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of Asian fighters I've never heard of before on that card, so that should be interesting.
yeah, Uriah Hall versus Weidman. Oh my god! If I bet Uriah Hall and he loses, dude, oh my god, man, I'm gonna. It's just like I want to so bad, but like I feel like he's gonna lose. Like he's gonna do something stupid and lose.
If you pass, then he's gonna knock Weidman out with a spinning fucking back kick in 30 seconds.
I mean, he looks so bad against Anderson Silva, dude. Like, fuck, dude. He got the win, but bro, he did not look good in that fight. I don't care what anyone says. And he's lost to Weidman before, but dude, Weidman should not be fighting, dude. If Omari was smart, he would have won that fight. But I mean, Omari cashed against Bree, so I can't really hate him for that. But yeah, okay, later, guys. Thanks for coming in, and Kelvin, come on again. Check out Kelvin, on YouTube, MMA Kelvin, and Twitter, MMA Kelvin. He tailed me on Juan Espino, but it's all good. Just kidding. All right,
Yeah.
peace.